everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is exclusive details from Radar Online, exposing Erika Jayne for being even more evil and methodical than we thought, is she squandering Tom Girardi's estate in an effort to spend the money any way she can rather than having it go to the victims? Yikes. But before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and also be sure to shop our Soft Life collection down below as well. So with that, let's go. So this is according to Radar Online. It says Erika Jayne accused of bleeding ex Tom Girardi's estate dry, trying to benefit from husband's fraud with never-ending fight over diamond earrings. Okay. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has refused to drop her fight over a pair of diamond earrings that were taken from her as part of her husband's bankruptcy. And now she's being accused of economic bleeding to his estate that owes millions to other parties. So basically, what they're saying is that Erika Jayne is racking up legal fees. She is trying to get these diamond earrings back. She's doing the absolute most, and she's bleeding his estate dry rather than dropping the case and trying to use whatever is left in his estate to pay back the victims. So as long as she continues to draw this out, the money isn't going to the victims. Jayne's estranged husband, Tom Girardi, was pushed into bankruptcy in 2020. The once powerful lawyer was accused of running his law firm like a Ponzi scheme. So, as we all know, they're saying estranged husband. I don't think they're estranged. I think that the whole we're separating and he was cheating on me, that was a part of their contingency plan. If we get caught, you separate from me so that you won't get caught up in the scam and the fraud, and you can hold on to the money and the assets and all of that stuff. But this is the thing. Whether you are someone's friend or someone's wife, someone's associate, or a complete stranger, you are legally not allowed to keep money or to keep gifts that somebody got through fraud. Point blank, period. So these are not your earrings, and everything you have is not yours, just like Kathy Hilton said at the reunion. It's not yours, Erika. It was bought with blood money, with victims' money, with fraudulent money, with stolen money. It's not yours. You're not entitled to it. And I think it's really sick and evil on a deeper level that she would rather waste the money with these, frivolous lawsuits than to have that money actually go back to the creditors and the victims. That is really, really sick. It's like, well, if I can't have the money, neither can you. Super sick. And again, like I said, I don't think that they're estranged. She herself has said that they still talk almost every day, that he was, quote, as sharp as he's ever been. And when he got indicted, she went to where he was in Burbank and brought him a whole thing of vodka so they could cry over him being indicted together. That doesn't sound like an estranged wife to me. That sounds like a wife who is still in cahoots. Just because she's sleeping with other people doesn't mean that they're not still together. I don't think he really cares if she's having sex with other people. You don't have to be monogamous to still be in a relationship with somebody. Many clients claimed Girardi secured them a financial settlement in a legal dispute, but had excuses when it came time to pay them, which is also highly illegal, and which is also why him and his firm had over 200 complaints with the state bar. And yet the state bar did nothing. So the state bar knew he was stealing money from his clients, and they did nothing. That's why they had to come out with their whole statement about, we know that we have failed the public and blah, 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 and we're going to look into this. It's like, come on. You let this man steal from his clients. Like the state bar, you had one job, which is to protect the public from this exact situation. Yikes. Earlier this year, Girardi and his associates were charged with wire fraud. Prosecutors accused Girardi of embezzling $18 million from his clients from 2010 to 2020. As part of the bankruptcy, the court appointed a trustee to take over control of Girardi's finances and sell off assets to raise money for creditors. So this is exactly what's going on. They're trying to find money, they're trying to find assets, they're trying to find gifts or whatever they can. Then the estate will sell them off, and with the proceeds, give that money back to creditors and victims. So what Erika is doing is she's using the legal system, very much like Tom Girardi did, to bleed out their estate money, to have all of these lawsuits continue forever and ever, which basically wastes the money of the estate, wastes the times of the court, and prolongs the victim from seeing any money. So she's basically being like, well, I'm going to use all of this money up because I'd rather use it up for me than have you get any. Really sick. Jayne was hit with a $25 million lawsuit demanding she return money the law firm paid to cover bills for her company, EJ Global. She has denied all allegations of wrongdoing or having any knowledge of her husband's alleged crimes. Of course she did. She's not going to admit that she was in on it. Do I think she was in on the day-to-day? Maybe, maybe not. But do I think she knew what her husband was doing? 100%. And like I said, regardless if she knew what he was doing or not, just because you have knowledge at the moment doesn't negate the fact that you still owe the money back. So your excuse, your defense doesn't work. Even if you did not know, you know now. So you still owe the money back. You still owe the diamonds back. You still owe the clothes and the cars and the houses and the designer stuff and the paintings. You still owe all that back, whether you knew or not. You got to give it back. It's not yours. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But let's keep going. Separately, the trustee demanded Jayne turn over a pair of diamond earrings that Girardi had purchased for her for $750,000. The trustee said the jewelry was improperly purchased with funds meant for Girardi's clients. Jayne opposed the request before a judge finally ordered them to be sold off at auction. The earrings are sold off for $250K. However, Jayne filed an appeal of the decision after the sale, arguing the court's decision was improper. See, again, what's his name? Ronald Richards, he actually bought the diamond earrings and gave them to his wife, Lauren. Lauren then went on Twitter and Instagram clowning the hell out of Erika Jayne. I loved every moment of it. It was awesome. But again, she's filing these appeals, like, we're appealing for legal reasons. And I get why she's appealing, because she's evil. She's basically appealing it because if she has to return these diamond earrings, then that sets the precedent that she has to return everything else. But I think that's a false reason to appeal, because rather there's a precedent of herself having to return the diamonds. The law states she has to return all the ill-gotten stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's just her way of delaying the inevitable. And it's just her way of squandering money, because she would rather spend it than have it given to the victims. It's just a waste of time and a waste of money. It's a stalling tactic. And the other trustee, they agree. So the reality star claims she was owed damages for the earrings being taken from her. So not only is she saying, give me the earrings back, she's also requesting money. Like, you took the money from me, the earrings from me improperly, you owe me money. Damages is money. So this is a super deeper level of evilness. Not only do I want the earrings back that was paid with clients' and victims' money, but I now want you to pay me for taking them in the first place. Girl, there's a special place in hell for you. Now, in a recent motion obtained by RadarOnline.com, the trustee says she's had enough of Jayne's arguments and attempts to drag out the case. The trustee said there is no question the funds used by Girardi to purchase the earrings was meant for his clients and was not his personal account, so she doesn't have a leg to stand on. In her motion, the trustee asked the court to shut Jayne down once and for all. She says it's needed, most importantly, to stop the economic bleeding Erika is causing the estate in pursuit of her quest to benefit from the unconscionable fraud and crime perpetrated by her husband. Because not only is, Erika's squandering the estate's money, but the other side is also now hemorrhaging money. It's ridiculous. The trustee revealed Jayne recently asked for more time to conduct discovery, including depositions of the trustee's expert. The trustee said Jayne has provided no evidence to warrant her motion being granted. As a result, she asked that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star be stopped from continuing this battle. As we first reported last month, the trustee trashed Jayne in court documents and accused her of leaking false information to the press. I believe this 100%. We already saw that her publicist was the one who was spreading the lies and fake news about Kathy Hilton. Remember last season, the season finale? It was exposed that it was Erika Jayne's publicist who was spreading all this stuff to the press and the bloggers and all of that, the fake news about Kathy. I believe it. And Erika Jayne has been exposed for paying off people to write, positive articles and positive blog posts and positive YouTubes and positive podcasts, this, that, and a third about her, knowing that the information that they were sharing was a lie and false. And then also doing, the fake press release with Dirty Diana Jenkins about giving the 100K to the victims. That was a lie. And that was nothing but a fake PR press release planted by Diana and Erika Jayne. So she's already been caught doing this, and I'm not surprised. For his part, Girardi has been in a senior living facility for months after his family claimed he was diagnosed with dementia. Jayne's divorce from Girardi was put on pause until the bankruptcy is resolved. So, yeah. And also, don't forget the courts are calling into question his dementia diagnosis. The judge was like, no, you need to come in. You need to have another competency, hearing or evaluation, whatever it's called, because they basically are like, well, a week before you got caught, you were doing lectures and you were doing speaking engagements and you were fine. Then literally the week after, all of a sudden you had dementia. Like, no, boo boo, we're on to you. So I think the courts are really questioning his whole dementia thing. But I want to know what you guys think. Unfortunately, I am not surprised by Erika Jayne. Would rather waste and bleed the money left in Tom's estate on fake and false and frivolous lawsuits rather than just give that money to the victims and the creditors. And I think it's also especially evil that she's like, don't just give me the earrings back, but you need to pay me because you took them in the first place. Like, that's also super disgusting. So how do you think all of this is going to shake out? What do you think is going to happen to Erika, if anything? What do you think is going to happen to Thomas Girardi, if anything? And Erika, girl, your fake acting and your fake tears and your fake therapy on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills isn't working. You're not fooling us. You're as evil as you've ever been, in my personal opinion. Give the victims their money back. Give it back. You're making a check from Bravo. You're making your check being on tour. You have your extensions lines. You have whatever the hell else you're doing. You have all of the contingency, accounts all over the place that Tom set up for you. You have access to a lot of money. Stop playing. Stop playing and give the victims their money back. All right. I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. But before you do that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.